Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk About Things. Today we're going to be looking over my top 10 characters that I want in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as DLC. Now before we begin, I want to make this very clear. These are not my DLC picks. These have nothing to do with the ticket system stuff over on Super Smash Pass. These aren't even the characters that I think are going to be DLC picks. These are just 10 characters that I would like to see because I want to get that information out there as soon as possible because we already got Joker announced and it looks like we're going to get another one announced real soon because data mines. So, and maybe the entire cast has already been leaked. But that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's fine. So I just want to do this video real quick. It's going to be fun. So just sit back, relax, and these fun picks.
Number 10, Doom Guy. Now, it's not really a secret that Bethesda has been one of Nintendo's biggest supporters when it comes to third-party games. In fact, we've had so many Bethesda games on here. Skyrim's been on Switch, Fallout, as far as, you know, Shelter has been on Switch, Wolfenstein has been on Switch. So really, we have a plethora of characters to choose from when it comes to a Bethesda rep. BJ Blazkowicz would be a great choice. The Fallout Vault Boy, another amazing character choice. And, of course, the ever-present Dragonborn from Skyrim. All of these characters would be really good choices for Super Smash Bros. But there's one character that reigns above them all, not just in legacy, but also in utter ridiculousness, and that is, of course, the Doom Guy, or Doom Slayer, or Doom Marine, or whatever you want to call him, from Doom. Now, Doom goes back to being one of the earliest, if not the first, third-person shooter in gaming. Along with Wolfenstein, of course, another huge and monumentous game, Doom has been around for so long and is a major game. And Doom doesn't just have a history in that, it also has appeared on Nintendo consoles. Doom 64, Doom, the reboot, and of course Doom Eternal coming to the Nintendo Switch very soon. So with all these things happening, and with Bethesda's support, I think it'd be really cool to see the Doom Guy enter Smash Bros. Number 9, Jibanyan. Now, Jibanyan is another character I really don't have any personal ties to myself. The only thing I've experienced of the Yokai Watch series is the anime, and even then it's only been like 2 or 3 episodes. However, I think Jibanyan has a pretty interesting design. I think it looks cool. It has the same appeal to that Pikachu has, in my opinion. And I think it'd be cool to get a Pokemon alike in Smash Bros. And since I don't think a character like Agumon has any chance of actually making it into Smash, Jibanyan's our next bet. Nintendo does publish the games here in the United States, not to mention that Yokai Watch is hugely popular and successful over in Japan, and with Yokai Watch 4 coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2019, it's a great time to bring Jibanyan to Smash Bros. We'd also get 2 Fire Cats in Smash because we have Incineroar, and then we get Jibanyan. It's just perfect. It's a match made in heaven. Put my boy in Smash. Number 8, Paper Mario. Now, I love Paper Mario as much as the next guy, at least if we're talking about Thousand Year Door. Because, you know, Sticker Star. It's the thing that happened. But yeah, Paper Mario is a great series. Paper Mario is a fun series, and Paper Mario is a series that a lot of people really love, especially the first 2 entries. So why not bring Paper Mario over to Super Smash Bros.? Paper Mario is a character that I think could be so different from our original Mario that it wouldn't even feel like the same character. Now sure, could you make him an utter clone of Mario? You could, but you'd be completely missing the point of the character. If they just use his hammer, just as simple as that, he'll already be super different from Mario. But on top of that, they can use the moves of Mario's various partners from Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64, as well as Super Paper Mario. This is a character people love. This is a game series people really want to return to RPG mechanics and roots of the series because we don't need Sticker Star Plus Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch, thank you very much. But I think this would be a great way to incorporate that character. It would give us a bunch of new stuff, and plus those thing cards would make perfect final smashes for the character. And don't just tell me we already have too many Marios, right? We got Dr. Mario, we got Mario, but we already have Link, Young Link, and Toon Link, and Paper Mario is much more different than any of the links are, alright? So don't give me that nonsense. We got another Mario. Plus, this thing card would be a great Final Smash. Number 7, Amaterasu. Okami is my absolute favorite game. It is like my number one thing, and it's just great. If you haven't played it before, it's on Switch, it's on Xbox, it's on PS4. You can get it for like 20 bucks in HD version. If not, it's also on PS2, I think PS3, the Wii. Just play this game. Trust me, especially if you like Zeldas, you'll love this game. Now, Amaterasu, you would think would be higher on my list because of that, but I don't know. I don't think the character needs to be in Smash Bros. I think it'd be an amazing choice. I think it'd be really cool, but it's not a character that I'm like foaming at the mouth to get in Smash. However, I do think Amaterasu would make a cool character for Smash Bros. The Celestial Brush makes for some really interesting possibility as far as moveset goes, using things like Power Slash and whatnot. I would love the ability to incorporate some sort of like painting mechanic into it, so you could actually like do your own brush strokes to make her moves, but I think that's a little bit too much, and that's, you know, just not realistic. But I do think those moves would give Amaterasu some really, really cool movements and abilities, and just her regular movesets already have so much potential. I mean, she basically uses a shield, a sword, and a whip, so come on, that's more than some of the characters in Smash already use. So put Amaterasu in the game, it'd be cool, and I don't know, what else do I need to say? Number 6, Ninja Gaiden. Ryu Hayabusa is a NES legacy character, and with the fact that we have Mega Man and Simon Belmont in, we just need to keep this NES train going, alright? We need to keep the hype train going, and Ninja Gaiden is the best way to do it, in my opinion. Now, yes, there are tons of choices when we talk about NES representation. Of course, the guys from Contra, the Double Dragon Brothers, the Battletoads, all excellent characters and all deserve a spot in the Smash roster. But Ninja Gaiden is probably the coolest because it's freaking ninja. I mean, who doesn't like ninjas? Especially ninjas that like fight tanks. I don't think he did that in the NES version. He did it in like the Xbox one, but it's fine. He fights tanks. He's a ninja. Are you going to tell me we don't need more ninjas in Smash Brothers? That's just not true. That's just not true. All right, we always need more ninjas, especially a ninja with gaming legacy. Put Ninja Gaiden in Smash. Just do it. Number 5, Tracer. Overwatch is a game that in concept I adore. I love the idea of Overwatch. I love the world of Overwatch. I just don't like the people who play Overwatch because they make me feel bad. Because I'm not good at the game. Also, I don't like playing for PlayStation Online, so I stopped playing it after I got for like 2 weeks. But it was fun while I played it, and I like the character designs. So put Tracer in Smash Brothers. Now, the reason I went with Tracer as opposed to any of the other heroes is just simply the fact that she's, in my opinion, the most iconic character. She's on the box. She is the one used mostly in promotional images, videos and whatnot for the game. And I guess you could also choose characters like Solar 76 or Winston, but I think Tracer just has more ability there. Plus, the fact that Tracer has that whole time travel mechanic thing would be really cool in Smash, unless they just made it a counter, which would be less cool, but hopefully they can find a way to make that work within the game without making her super broken. And I know that Overwatch technically isn't on Switch, but Blizzard has put Diablo 3 on Switch, so I can hope that maybe one day Overwatch will make it over to Switch, so I can actually play it, because I'm not paying for PlayStation Online, because it's too much money. Alright, be honest here. It's ridiculous. This is why I don't like these kinds of games. But Overwatch is a cool world. And superheroes. So I want to play it. Number 4, Rex and Pyra. Rex and Pyra are the leading characters of Xenoblade Chronicle 2, a game that I mean, listen, Xenoblade is a series known for its quality, right? Let's just be honest here. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 was amazing. Xenoblade Chronicles X was less amazing than 1, but, you know, still pretty good. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 lives up to the hype of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, at least in my opinion. Now, okay, the story's not as utterly flabbergasting as the original is, but I feel like that's an unrealistic standard to hold it to. But the game was great. The characters are memorable, and the characters were fun. And I think Rex and Pyra are the best characters to show off the blade mechanics and the atmosphere of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, some people think that Rex would play similarly to Shulk, and to some degree that is true because he does use a sword, so yes, but his arts are very different from Shulk's arts, and he wouldn't be able to use them in auto arts, for example, so that wouldn't be a thing. Plus, Rex has one ability that Shulk doesn't have, and that's the ability to switch blades. Now, I think Pyra would be his main blade. You could also throw in Mithra because she's basically just a reskin, but if you want to throw in other blades like Boris or Godfrey or I don't even know who anybody else, so many of them, geez, you could do a lot. You could really do a lot, and I don't think they'll model all these blades to do in there, but maybe just give Pyra the weapons of other blades. I think that'd be fine. I don't think anybody would care, right? I think it'd be okay. So put Rex and Pyra in there. I don't think they will be because they're spirits, but it'd be cool to see them. Also play Xenoblade. It's good. Number 3, Spyro the Dragon. Spyro the Dragon, more specifically Spyro 3, is one of my earliest gaming memories. The game means a lot to me, and I really, really enjoy it, and I love that the remastered Ignited Trilogy is a thing that exists. I want it on Switch, but I'm sure that'll happen at some point. And with the fact that this is going to happen, and with the fact that it just has this insane trilogy, relevancy again, I want Spyro in Smash Brothers. Listen, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend like the original Spyro has the most amazing moveset potential, right? He doesn't. He's just a dragon. If you throw in The Legend of Spyro and Skylanders, you can get a better moveset for him that is a much more interesting concept. And I'd argue that a Skylanders-based moveset may be even more interesting, but I'll go into that in another video a different day. But Spyro's great, man. Who doesn't like Spyro? He's Tom Kenny. The voice of SpongeBob? Come on, man. Put Spyro in Smash. Just do it. Number 2, Banjo and Kazooie. In 2002, Nintendo decided for whatever reason they would stop paying their ownership share in Rareware, a studio responsible for games like Donkey Kong Country, Diddy Kong Racing, Battletoads, GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini, Star Fox frickin' Adventures. Name one of those games that's bad. Alright, maybe Star Fox Adventures isn't the greatest Star Fox game, but I think the game overall is pretty good. It just wasn't a Star Fox game. But that's not really Rare's fault. For whatever reason, they just stopped paying their share. They decided not to do it, and Microsoft swooped on in, picked it up for themselves, and then Rare started making games like Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and Kinect Sports. This has widely been seen as the worst move Nintendo's ever made. Only one that hurt more was when Square Enix decided to move Final Fantasy over to PlayStation. Nintendo's made some questionable mistakes in their history, but it's fine. Either way, now that Rare is at Microsoft, there's been complications, and Banjo and Kazooie haven't been able to join Smash. Banjo and Kazooie actually were planned to be in Melee, but got cut. Thanks for that, Sakurai. I mean, I know you couldn't see the future, and you weren't aware of that happening, but it would have been nice for that to happen, but it's okay. So either way, now that Philip Spencer has gone on record multiple times saying that he would work with Nintendo to get Banjo and Kazooie in Smash Brothers, let's just make it happen. Come on, who doesn't want Banjo and Kazooie in Smash? Like, I don't even care if he has to bring Master Chief and Steve along with him. Everybody wants him in Smash. I haven't even played Banjo Kazooie for that long. I played like one level, and I just want him in Smash. I also want them to just buy Rare back, Nintendo. Just do it. Come on, like just. Or at least, like, partner with Playtonic Games, because they're, like, basically everyone that was at Rare. I don't... Why didn't they just pay for their share? Why? Honorable mentions. So, of course, I have honorable mentions. Who wouldn't have honorable mentions? There are more than 10 characters I want. Let's be honest with you. And there are some that I didn't quite make the list because of, one reason or another, but they are here in our honorable mentions. We have 4 of them, and the first one is Lara Croft. Lara Croft, Star of Tomb Raider, it's a classic. Everybody loves Tomb Raider. It's great. Lara Croft, maybe not the greatest, most interesting character in Smash Brothers because she's basically just a person with a lot of weapons and, is crazy, but she is just a person. But either way, I think Lara would be cool, and also because stick it to PlayStation because there's another character that we have over them. Tomb Raider, of course, is developed by Square Enix, and they had a Game Boy Color game. No, I'm being serious. It happened. So, hey, if Persona Q2 gets Joker in, that gets Lara Croft in, and I think it should be cool. But she didn't make the list. Then we have the Rabbids. And listen, I used to hate the Rabbids quite a lot. But then a little game came out called Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And now I hate the Rabbids a whole lot less. In fact, I kind of like them, at least the ones in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I know I've committed unforgivable sin in saying that, but it's true. So I would like to see an amalgamation of those Rabbids in Smash Brothers, because there's a lot of different weapon types that you can grab from, but I also don't think there's one specific character, because, like, I don't know, do you choose Rabbid Peach, or do you choose, like, Rabbid Mario, or Rabbid Luigi, or Rabbid Yoshi, or Rabbid Cranky Kong? There's a lot of characters. So I think, rather, form an amalgamation of their different moves, and make Spawny, the main villain, I guess, kind of the game, the character, and then give us palette swaps as Rabbid Peach and Rabbid Mario and all those different characters. I think this would be a great way to give Ubisoft representation, since Rayman is, of course, a spirit, and as much as, like, Ezio would be kind of cool to see, I don't think he'll be making it into Smash. I just don't. I mean, it's possible. It's not the craziest thing ever, but I don't know. I'd prefer Rabbid over Ezio, and honestly, even over Rayman, because Mario plus Rabbids is great. Play Mario plus Rabbids. Then we have Sceptile, because Jesus Christ, Nintendo, what are you doing to me? Alright, for those of you unaware with the Pokemon Dilemma in Super Smash Bros., when we got to Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, we had Greninja and Charizard, which means we didn't have a grass starter, which is annoying. But then Pokemon Trainer came back in Ultimate, so we had all three, and it was fine, because we only had Greninja. We didn't have to fill in those 2 slots anymore. But then they went and announced a Incineroar. So then, now we have a water and a fire again, and we need another grass type. And since Decidueye got completely robbed, just in my opinion, and I'm not going to also add in Chestnut, because we already have a Gen 6 Pokemon, Sceptile gets the crown, because he's the only other grass type that I think could work. I don't think Venusaur or Torterra or Servine would work really well in Smash Brothers, so Sceptile takes the crown. Plus, Sceptile's cool, and he'd be fun in Smash Brothers. I also kind of think Blaziken would be fun, but this isn't about Blaziken, this is about Sceptile, so put Sceptile in. People have wanted him since Smash Wii U as DLC, so this is his chance, I guess. And my final honorable mention is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Listen, I don't care about Mortal Kombat. I'm not even a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, but the idea of having Scorpion in this game is just, it's too funny not to do it. And with Mortal Kombat, what is it, 11? Is it 11 or 10? I don't know. With the next Mortal Kombat game coming to Nintendo Switch, I think it'd be a good time to throw Scorpion in the mix. He's a cool character. People like him. Maybe give him a Sub-Zero all costume, even though Sub-Zero can't technically be the same character because they don't have the same moveset, but that's fine. It'd be a cool character to see. It'd be funny. And it'd be great. Since we're probably not going to get Heihachi, give us Scorpion. Number 1. So Sony does what Nintendo don't, huh? Tell that to PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. That's right, folks. Crash Bandicoot. They said it couldn't be done. They said it wouldn't be done, but Sakurai the mad lad, he put Sonic in Brawl. I mean, that was a couple years ago, but you know, Sonic was in Brawl. Sonic was Nintendo's greatest enemy. So if Sonic can make the barrier into Smash Brothers, well, good golly, why can't Crash? Now, Crash has been multi-plat for a very, very long time, but none of those games are good. It's just the truth. Or at least none of them were as good as the original trilogy. But don't you worry, because the original trilogy is back in the Insane Trilogy, and it came out after they did the planning of the characters for the original run, so he couldn't be in the base roster, but now that they're doing DLC, he could totally be a DLC character. And could you just imagine having Crash Bandicoot in Smash? I think the world would explode. I think literally everyone's head would explode. It'd be like Kingsman. Plus, Nintendo is already in the market of stealing characters that should have been in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, especially if Lara Croft and Scorpion make it in, but I don't even know. But Cloud Strife's in there, Joker got announced, so we're already stealing PlayStation's characters, so just put Crash in there. Plus, could you imagine if both Crash and Banjo make it in? That'd be like at the Game Awards when we had Reggie with Phil Spencer and the PlayStation guy, I don't remember his name, together. That'd be like that, but in gaming form. It'd be amazing. It'd be so cool. Since, you know, I don't think Master Chief is going to be there. And obviously Sony has nothing to do with Crash Bandicoot anymore, but God, it'd be cool to see this character in there. And I don't even think his moveset would be that original, but it'd be okay, it'd be fine. I'm sure they could find stuff to do with him, but like, geez, it's Crash Bandicoot. Put him in the game.
So guys, those are my top 10 choices for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC characters. Let me know, who do you think should be in the game? And I don't even want to hear logical choices. I want to hear crazy, off-the-wall choices. Just who do you want? Not who you think will make it in. Let's not drown this down with logic or reason or possibility. If you want Kratos, tell me Kratos. If you want Master Chief, tell me Master. I don't care. Let's go crazy in the comments. Gotta keep the meme alive. Frogger for Smash. Remember, like, comment, favorite, and share this video with friends if they like Super Smash Brothers. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.